So back to another what if. What if Deku was Spider-Man Part 3? So let's begin our what if. So we start off 3 years later and Deku's now 18. And he has not finished high school, as I repeat, he has not finished high school. He's starting applying universities that he want to go, like UA, and he wants to become a hero. He's not telling Aunt May. He told Aunt May that he's going to go to a normal university. And yeah, become a scientist, bro. He wants a hero's license and tell the whole hero society that he is Spider-Man, so they don't need to arrest him all the time. And yeah, Deku, he's kind of stopped getting bullied. He has told his classmates that he has unlocked a quirk. His quirk is something about jumping very high. So he jumps very high and he's kind of very fast. He's just increased his strength by 100. That's it. But Bakugo still bullies him. His friend Harry is calm with it. Let's say that Harry has a smart quirk and yeah. But he needs to activate it every 10 minutes and all that. You know how quirks are. They're so hard and so complicated. So yeah, and he stopped having a crush with Momo. He only has a crush on Melissa. Aunt May, as usual, still doubting herself that she could have stopped her husband from looking out for Deku so he doesn't die. But she totally understands what happened. And yeah. Then we follow from Deku going to school and he says, "Bye, Aunt May." Aunt May's like, "Bye, Deku." And yeah, Deku runs to school. And he's like, there's kind of traffic. They're blocking the walkway. I can't jaywalk. It's illegal. And I'm also a full-time superhero. Well, I am also a vigilante. I could break the law right now, but let me find an alleyway. Deku finds an alleyway. He walks in, he changes into Spider-Man, and everybody sees a kid go in and Spider-Man come out, and everybody's like, "What the hell? Where did that kid go? Didn't Spider-Man? Is that kid Spider-Man?" Everybody's like, "Whoa, is it Spider-Man?" Everybody says, "Hey, it's Spider-Man." And some people are like, "Oh, that menace should go down. J. Jonah Jameson was right about him." And Deku, he starts swinging around buildings, and then he sees a Midtown High, and he lands there in the alleyway, and he changes back to his normal Deku, and he puts on his glasses, and he crosses the road, and yeah, he sees Harry and he's like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And Harry's like, "Yeah man, I'm good, how are you?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm good, Harry. How's your dad? I see that he is man now." And Harry's like, "Yeah, proud of him, and I'm also not. He's become a little bit too cocky these days that he's the best of everybody, you know." And Deku says, "Yeah, tell your dad that I want to come today. And I just want to see some of his new experiments with nanotechnology." And Harry's like, "Yeah, that would be cool, Peter. That would be cool, Deku. What time?" And Harry's like, and Deku's like, "Maybe around 7. And Harry's like, "Okay, I'll make it. Maybe I won't. I have to go somewhere. And Deku says, oh, can I not go by myself? And Harry's like, sure, Deku, I guess so. Wouldn't it be kind of awkward? Deku's like, awkward? I'm already awkward. And also a nerd, but still. And Deku, he goes into class, and so does Harry. And then they go sit down, and they get their books from their bags. And then the teacher says, everybody, keep quiet. I got somebody new who is new to the school, and they're gonna be in your class for the next few months until you all go to university. So, we have Kendo. She's brand new to the school. Everybody be nice. Everybody say hello to her. Everybody says hi. And Bakugo says, hey, shawty. Hey. Yes, he broke up with Momo. And yeah. So, Deku's like, oh, obviously it's Bakugo trying to move into every girl who comes to our class. And yeah. Then Harry's like, you wanna come over to my place today? And Deku's like, hey, I just said I wanna come to your place and now you're bringing her? And yes, Kendo's going to be the MJ of this story. And she kind of looks like MJ and kind of not, but she's the closest to it. So, yeah. So, she goes sits next to Melissa. Melissa's like, hey. And she's like, hey. And yeah. Deku is like, guess it's a new girl. And Melissa's like, what's your problem? Why are you getting angry at me? I just arrived and I'm already getting suspicious of you. And Deku's like, hey, there's nothing wrong with me. You're just stealing my best friend. My best friend said, you want to come over? I was just wanted to come over to see his dad. And they start arguing. Deku's like, hey, shut up. I don't want to talk to you. And so does Kendo. And yeah. And Kendo finds Deku attractive. Somehow. Deku also does. And Deku's like, that was totally mean of me. I should say sorry. Deku turns his head and says, I'm sorry for what I said. Something inside of me just said, yell at her. And Kendo's like, I understand. I want to say sorry too. Let's start from the beginning. Hi, my name is Kendo. And Deku's like, hey, my name is Izuku Midoriya. And yeah. So we follow from after school. Deku is talking to Harry and he's like, meet you in a couple of hours or not? Harry's like, sure. And goodbye. He goes into his Lamborghini and he drives away. Deku, he starts walking to an alleyway. Kendo was like, where are you going? Deku was like, going through the alleyway. She's like, I live in the alleyway. I've never seen you before. Come here. Deku is like, it's a new route I'm taking. It's a new route. And Kendo's like, okay. Deku's like, this is the only alleyway close to my school. Then some place far, far away, past Aunt May's house. And I'm hearing that there is somebody having a hostage with a bomb. And Deku, he's like, you're probably wondering, how does Deku know that there's a bomb and a hostage? He has these radio things in his ear chip he made by himself. And you can even call him part robot if you just want to. He's got this kind of AirPod that is hacking into the police radio, and yeah, he can hear everything. And he calls himself deaf sometimes at school. And so he can wear his AirPods, basically. Deku's like, you can go into your house. And Deku and Kendo's like, sure. She opens her house and she runs upstairs and she goes to the window and she looks at Deku and she's like, I still see you. And Deku's like, shit. Deku hides in the corner. He changes. Then he runs up, he jumps, passed through Kendo's window. Kendo was still there. Kendo's like, what the? Then sees Spider-Man just basically swing. And the web went onto her window. She grabs the web, snapping it. Deku launches up to another building and he starts webbing it again, just forgetting about Kendo. Kendo holding the web and she's like, awesome. But somebody was there. Wasn't it Deku? No, it can't be. He can't be that spider guy. She goes downstairs and her abusive dad obviously hits her and all that, screams at her and just bees a shitty dad. Just like the comics with MJ. And Deku, he starts swinging and swinging until he sees a guy. And he's wearing a suit. And he's like, hey, wouldn't you mind tell me where's the wedding? And he has a hostage. And Deku's like, hey, why don't you give me that person? We can all just, fight about this like men. And the guy's like, I don't need your help. I want justice for what happened to me. He throws a freaking energy blast at Deku. Deku dodges and he's like, hey, calm down with the energy things. And tell me, where did you get that suit? Looks so nice. I'm actually going to my cousin's wedding in some other week. So you might as well give me that and, we could do something. And the guy with the suit is like, don't piss me off or I'll blow myself and this hostage heads off. And Deku's like, chill. We're not about to blow people's heads off and all that. This is all going to be fun and games. Now give me the bomb. And the guy's like, my name is Mr. Negative. Plus, I am the bomb. He starts using all the energy from electricity inside his own body. He's about to expose it to the whole freaking area. And Deku's like, no! He grabs his web into a freaking sewage pipe. He unleashes it onto Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative gets electrocuted. And then he sees that he's about to explode. Deku punches Mr. Negative, ripping a bit of his own suit. And Deku's like, damn it! New suit and it's already got ruined? Deku grabs the hostage and he throws him the other side of another building and webs it, sticking the man to it. Punches Mr. Negative, skin electrocuted, and he punches him left, right, punches him left, right, right hook, left hook, uppercut, slide tackle to the feet, punches him into the face, webs him down, and Mr. Negative's like, ugh, ugh, you will pay for you did, Spider-Man. And Deku's like, hey, shush, alright, webs his mouth and he's like, now be a good boy and sit there till the big dogs come and take you, and you'll be in the raft for however long you want. And Deku says, bye. Deku starts swinging around the city and he's like, that was a weird guy with a weird quirk. guess who do I have to fight now? Then Deku, he hears that there is a fire. There's a fire and it's at a elementary. Deku says, "Oh shit, there's kids who need my help." And Deku starts webbing super fast as there are kids apparently dying in the fire and they are trapped and they don't even know what's going on in there. And Deku, he sees the elementary and he smashes through the window and he sees a group of kids hiding. Deku pulls the webs towards him and he grabs the children and he kicks a freaking wall, smashing through, and he jumps through a freaking staircase down and he's like, "Kids, get out of the building now!" And kids run. Deku starts jumping up to the top of the building, sees another kid and starts doing the same thing till he sees this one little girl trapped. Deku sees a girl trapped with her legs basically broken. Deku tries and hold the wooden planks on top of her, but it's too heavy. Deku's like, "Ugh, come on, Spider-Man, come on, we can do this." Then Deku's like, "I can't do this." Then he hears these words: "With great power comes great responsibility." Deku, with all his strength, lifts it up. More planks come, more concrete come. Deku still lifting it up, saying, "I'm doing this for Uncle Ben." Deku flipping, throwing the whole planks off the whole building. Deku grabs a whole girl, swings out of the whole building, gives it to her teacher, gives the child to the teacher, and calls the ambulance. Deku's like, "That kid could have died." And she's like, Who are you?" Deku says, "I'm Spider-Man." Deku swings away like nothing happened, saving another citizen, another generation. Deku is like, Uncle Ben would be proud. Shit, I'm late. It's now 7:30. And then we follow from Deku. He arrives. And he's at Norman Osborn's mansion. And Norman's like, "Hey, Peter, I really want to see all my science equipment. I guess we're having a trip to Oscorp." Deku's like, "Oh my gosh, sweet, Oscorp again. This third time going." And Norman's like, good. Make this be a memorable moment. First of all, we need your blood sample. And we've been looking for this spider for the past 3 years that has escaped our property. And we don't know if it bit any of the people who came that year. And you're one of them. I've already applied Harry and Melissa's shield, but nothing. But you, would you want to give me your blood? Even though it's no choice, I am the mayor. Deku's like, he is the mayor. He could take all my power, my great responsibility, but still, it's not the right choice. People need me. But Deku releases his hand and he's like, "Do it." Then he gets a syringe and he stabs Deku with it, and he takes gallons and gallons of Deku's blood. And he's like, good. Now we can go to your science trip. And then Deku goes to the freaking science trip in his Lambo, and they arrive. They go to the best parts, and Oscorp puts Deku's blood in a freezer and locks it with a key. And yeah, Deku's like, shit, I need that blood quick. Then Norman's like, well, this is the ant section, and this is the lizard section that my one of my pupils, Dr. Connor, is working on for his limb, to grow back limbs and prosthetics. Also, my other client, Octo Octavius, he's working with the octopuses. And Deku's like, cool. These people sound like great people, but I need to go. My own mate needs me to cook for her. And Norman's like, kid, do you need a lift? And Deku's like, no. I don't need a lift. I like walking. And Norman's like, dude, it's mine. Are you sure? You may get robbed. You know, it's Japan. And Deku's like, I learned a bit of combat when I was young, so I can use a lot of handy now. So, please, just allow me. Norman's like, sure, kid. Go. Deku, he's about to go until he goes into the toilet and he changes into Spider-Man. Until Norman, he comes into the toilet and he's like, kid, I forgot to do some tests on you. And Deku's like, tests? I was gonna do a test on me. And he's on top of the whole toilet, and he's staying there, and he's stuck to the wall. And he's listening to Norman. He's like, kid, are you there? And Deku locked the door too. I didn't like he was there. And Norman's like, I saw the kid come in here, but still, he's not even here. Unless I saw a ghost. I took too much of the pills. Maybe I could take the goblin serum. Apparently, Octavius worked on it and it helped him with his mind. And that's how he became a proper scientist. So I may use this and may even find Deku or find the person who made Spider-Man even more faster. So, yeah. Deku's like, he's gonna take the green goblin shit, whatever he said. Deku lands back down and he goes to the fridge and he's like, damn it, he had a key in his pocket. Deku sees Norman Osborn changing and he's like, oh my gosh, that guy's chubby. And he goes into the Green Goblin system thing and takes the serum. And he's like, oh, there's nothing going on with me. His whole body turns green. His eyes turn yellow. His pupils turn red. His clothes get kind of purplish. And he starts laughing. And Dave's like, oh gosh, what's going on with him? Is he drunk? Deku can't even see because of the smoke. And Deku, he sees his suit and he takes the key. And he runs away. And he goes to the B4 level and he takes the blood. And he puts the blood back into his system. And yeah, Deku's like, good. My blood's back. And they was like, I guess I could go now. But I can't break through glass and all that. I guess I have to go through a vent. Deku goes through a vent and he escapes through Oscorp. And then we follow from Norman Osborn trapped. And he's like, help. And he turned green for a second and he turned back normal. And he's like, help. And he's inhaling all the gas. And he's like, And he smashes through the freaking window and he's like, huh, I'm the Green Goblin. And he starts smashing everything close to him. Gliders, all the military stuff. And yeah. Deku goes home. And he opens a window and he closes it. He changes back to his Spider-Man outfit, to his Deku outfit, and he opens the door and he sees Aunt May, and Aunt May's like, I've been calling you. What happened? And Deku's like, oh, I was sleeping, I'm sorry. I'm sorry my door was locked, but yeah, I was sleeping. But still, are you gonna make some food? I'm kind of hungry. And Ami says, you hungry? Harry told me that you were at his father's place looking at science stuff, and that you were eating food. Deku's like, a lot of things happen in 2 hours, but still, I'm kind of hungry. And Ame says, okay, I'll make some soup. And Deku's like, ugh, soup. Hate it, but I have to say, Ame's cooking is nice. Deku goes to sleep. And that's where we're gonna end it. So, hope you guys like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. But wait, are these words from a great man? With great power comes great responsibility. And peace out.